Okay, guys, today's lecture is about Russia-Ukraine crisis over Crimea. This is a part of series of lectures on Central Asia and this region. And of course, Russia is a very dominant country in this region. Russia is not part of Central Asia, but Russia is controlling this region politically, economically, and strategically. So that's why this particular topic is important. So Russia. A few years back next Crimea, which was part of Ukraine, और रशिया ने उस पर कब्जा कर लिया. Now, what is the significance of Crimea? What happened actually? What is the actual status of this issue, and why this issue is important? So we need to understand that in detail. First of all, let's quickly look into the location of Crimea. Crimea is a rugged strategic peninsula jutting into Black Sea that was gifted to Ukraine by Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev 60 years ago. Now it is the epicenter of a dangerous crisis pitting Russia against the West. Why? Because Ukraine is being supported by the Western powers. So here is the location of Crimea, as you can see on the map. And here is Ukraine, and then you have got Russia also there. So this was very important area, and it was under under Ukraine, and but it was gifted to Ukraine by Nikita Khrushchev, who was actually Ukrainian in the 60s. So later on, when the Soviet Union got dismembered, तो Ukraine अलग मुल्क बन गया, तो ये हिस्सा भी उसको चला गया. Since then, Soviets, Russians, they used to, they had a base here in this region, Sevastopol के नाम से, and they were using this base for their operations in the Black Sea. और यहाँ से वो अपना जितना भी असला वगैरह है, वो आगे भेजते थे उसको सीरिया वगैरह को, ठीक है. और इसके रास्ते से उनका जो जितना भी था असला जो था वो सीरिया को जाता था थ्रू ब्लैक सी, और वहां से वो फिर आगे जाके मेडिटेरियन को टच कर जाते थे. So this region was, it was very important, and it was a center of gravity. Ukraine had a support of the NATO, not military support, but diplomatic support, political support was there, and these countries, they were on behind Ukraine's aggressive policy. But what happened actually, this region was very important for Russia as well. And as you can see in this map, it's the Sevastopol. It was a base there, and Russia leased, this base, and they were using this base since long. और 2042 तक इनकी तकरीबन ये 2042 तक इन्होंने ये बेस मेरा ख्याल है ये ली हुई थी उनसे, and they were using this base. So the naval base at Sevastopol is a very important area right here, and here this base was used by the Russians. And this naval base at Sevastopol on Crimea's southwestern part is Moscow's only warm water naval base, and its primary means of extending force through the Mediterranean. यानी कि इस तरफ से वो जाकर, और as you can see in this map, यहाँ से वो ब्लैक सी से गुजर के they used to go to the Mediterranean Sea, और यहाँ पे आके वो सीरिया वगैरह को असला वगैरह प्रोवाइड करते थे. So this was the only base which could provide the Russians access to Mediterranean Sea. So it has been alleged that through this port, Russia supplied huge weapon and equipment to Bashar al-Assad, especially to fight against the insurgents, Free Syrian Army, and other terrorist groups, ISIs, in Raqqa in Syria. Without a naval base in Crimea, Russia's dream of global power would have, always remained a dream. So this was the motivation behind that Russia wanted this base, और इस सारी base को उन्होंने कब्जा करने के लिए सारी game की. Crimea, the territory about the size of Belgium, is an important agricultural and wine producing region with rich tobacco plantation. So this is just the backgrounder of Crimea. And it has also become a popular tourist region because of its subtropical climate and numerous seaside resorts. So because of the maritime access, ये region काफी important था. The Russians, they ruled this region for many years. Like, for example, the Russian interest in Crimea are not new. Russia ruled Crimea for almost 200 years. And since then, this region was annexed in 1783.